is Leigh Ankrum from the Ankrum Institute. I'm here to talk about pain in the thumb, which amazingly enough, a lot of people have pain in the thumb. So they'll tell me that they have pain somewhere in here or right over here in their thumb. It's important to think about the thumb, not just as a thumb itself, but that the thumb is actually an extension of the arm. So the thumb is on the side with the bone that is the radius. And thinking about the thumb as it is an extension of the radius, so that it is an extension of this bone, okay? If I only treat at the thumb itself, then I'm not going to be able to help possibly resolve what's happening. When there's issues here where the thumb is not acting in concert with this radial bone, this inner bone here, what will happen is you'll see people's thumbs start to migrate under and take a shape like this. Very common. The shape ends up looking like this, as opposed to flat and open and an extension. So what happens here is the radius bone, if you'll notice the very top of the radius bone here at the elbow looks like a disc. Now, this radial bone is what's involved in turning my hand in and turning my hand out, which is supination and pronation. And it is this disc that makes that movement possible. Well, what oftentimes happens is that the head of this radius bone gets stuck, either turned in, internal rotation, or turned out in external rotation. When the bone locks, it locks the other end, the distal end, at the wrist. It locks that bone and makes the thumb overwork. When the thumb overworks, it starts to migrate. It starts to migrate in and under. And after it does that, there's actually a big tendinous attachment here that begins to give people pain. But the pain is not starting, the pain is here, but the issue actually is quite often here. More people have their radius bone stuck in a pattern than they realize. They can still seem to be using their arm, but the radius is not operating. So, one needs to free the radius from its pattern in order to then free the thumb and have the extension working through the whole system like that. Thanks. Appreciate it.